I think that the things that I bring to this job as a candidate are my 28 years of experience and my perspective of having worked for 4 different county court judges over the years, my 50,000 hours on the job talking with them, and just the time that I've spent physically in the Greene County Courthouse watching the way that the process works and watching the cases over the years. Trying to explain to my son what I do has been interesting, because first he said, well, you're a judge. I said, well, no, I'm not exactly a judge. He said, well, you're a lawyer. And I said, yes, I am a lawyer, but I don't represent people in court. He said, well, what do you do? I said, well, I help the judge, come to the right decision and support it and come up with the right answer. I think it was when I was judging a mock trial round of the mock trial tournament, and I had my son come and sit next to me and be the clerk for that round, that it finally sunk in what I did, because he was there, and I said, okay, now we need to keep track of the evidence, we need to keep track of the witnesses, and then at the end, you're going to help me add up the scores and decide which team won. And he said, I finally understand what you do, Dad. Of all the disputes that people have in the legal area, most of them get settled, either between the people themselves, or if they choose to involve attorneys, then the attorneys get together and solve the case without it ever coming to court. And then other cases come to court but get settled before trial, and that's the majority of them. So by the time a judge is called in to either rule on a case or preside over a trial, most cases could go either way, because reasonable minds can differ about cases that come to court. Your judgment in this case may be the final judgment, because there are a lot of people in Greene County that can't afford to take the judgment to the next level. Appeals are expensive. So the judgment of the Greene County Court is often the court of last resort for most people. And because of that, you take extra care when you're thinking through a case, and the judge has to make sure that the judgment is the right one, that you come to the right conclusion, because these decisions affect people's lives, and in a lot of cases they're the final decision, because it's not going to go beyond this. No matter who you are, no matter what your role in life, no matter what you're doing, there's a chance you're going to end up in a courtroom at one time or another. You may not, be a defendant. You may be a witness to a crime. You may have a dispute with your neighbor. You may have something that you bought that doesn't work right, and you can't get it taken back or can't get it fixed. You may be a contractor that can't get paid. You may be a landlord, or you may be a tenant, and you may have difficulty with the other side, and you can't work it out on your own. That's what the court's there for, is to help people through the disputes that they can't solve on their own. My vision for the next 10 years as judge is to walk out of the courtroom on the last day of my term feeling as excited as I do, as I imagine I will the very first day that I walk in. My goal is to bring the same energy and determination every day to court, and through that time to build on my knowledge of people and the law, but never lose sight of the fact that every day is a new day. Every day is just as important as the day before and the day that comes after, and to do my very best job that day for the people that come before me in court.